Datalake is up 23% on the day because of a massive announcement, a massive partnership that they just landed with their new Consentify platform to study rare diseases. You can see right here on the 1 hour chart that we are just starting yet another leg up for Datalake. This thing is an unstoppable machine. Again, it's something we've been talking about since its market cap was down at $140,000. It's currently sitting up at 15 million. So up quite a generous amount here, but that's not what we're here to talk about today. Today, we are going to discuss what this partnership is. This announcement is massive for onboarding new users. And remember, no cryptocurrency, no project, no application or company at all, for that matter, survives without new users. So you want to see an expansion of the user base for anything that you invest into. Otherwise, there is no point in having any funds in it, in my humble opinion. So Datalake secures a strategic partner with a top 10 pharma company for a rare disease registry. Unfortunately, I'll spoil it now, I spent about an hour hunting for this thing and I could not find whatever pharmaceutical company they are partnered with. We do have to remember that Datalake is overseas, over in Europe. I believe it's Poland. So likely that partnership is with the top 10 pharma company over there, not in the United States. But honestly, we do not know. All we know is that this partnership is happening and people are getting excited. So if you go over to the Medium article, we're going to skim through it and just quickly read through everything here. So Datalake secures strategic partnership. It is a rare disease registry and a case study. This is enormous. This is very exciting because Datalake's entire idea, everything that they stand for, is for self-sovereignty of your data and for helping keep track of all of it, right? A registry is phenomenal for the Datalake team. It fits directly into their ethos. So props to the team, you guys. You guys are killing it yet again. And it comes shortly after they launched their Consentify platform. So you know that they had things lined up. They were already thinking 2 steps in advance. So a disease attains the rare designation when affecting less than 1 in 2,000 in European Union and less than 1 in 200,000 in the US. Reading that blew my mind. What the hell, US? What the hell? Why are we off? Isn't this a competition? Shouldn't we be like less than 1 in 1,000? Aren't we trying to compete against the European Union? Why is it literally 2 orders of magnitude more rare in order for it to be a rare disease? That's interesting to me personally, but it's not the point. Again, contrary to the common perception, the impact of rare diseases is substantial. Nearly 8,000 rare disorders have been identified, affecting an estimated 260 to 440 million individuals globally. So this is not a small case study at all. And something I want everyone to keep in mind is that whenever there is a rare disease, a patient who suffers from a rare disease, you get poked and prodded and taken advantage of all the time because they're trying to figure out what the hell is going on so that they can potentially save other people down the road. You are a guinea pig when you have a rare disease. There is no way around it. When you have something wrong with you that doctors and medical experts can't necessarily put a pin on, they will do things that they would not do to other patients, and you kind of are in a vulnerable spot, and so you're more willing to just go along with it than other people, right? It's common sense. That makes a lot of sense, right? So the prevalence rate of 3.5 to 5.9% in children, again, makes a lot of sense. Makes a lot of sense. Once you're younger is when you find that you have the rare disease. Before getting into how the Datalake technology is supporting the creation of a registry for rare diseases, let's dig into the main current trends and implications in the field of rare diseases. So, advances in genetic research. We've been able to identify more rare diseases, patient advocacy and empowerment. Most of the time, researchers or medical experts are just curious people, and so they're going to take advantage of patients. And if you are sick with something that nobody knows what the hell's going on, you need someone to be an advocate for you. You need a Consentify-esque platform to make sure they get your consent. Drug development and orphan drugs. The pharmaceutical industry has shown increased interest in developing therapies for rare diseases because you can charge a disgusting amount of money for it. Let's just be blunt, right? If I come up with a rare disease, if I come up with the cure to HIV, I could put $1 million per dose on it. Doesn't matter. People will pay for it. Insurance companies will pay for it. Decentralizing data collection and collaborative research, technological innovations, rare disease registries. There's a lot of topics here that we could discuss, a lot of things that we could go in depth on, and obviously Datalake is trying to fill those roles. So case study, the Data Lake's fundamental support to the creation of a rare disease registry. Addressing the unique challenges posed by a rare disease demands a focused approach to research, diagnosis, and treatment, given their scarcity and limited understanding. In this context, establishing a comprehensive registry is crucial for gathering valuable data that can be contributed to scientific advancements and improve patient outcomes. For those who don't know, registries are designed to gather detailed and comprehensive data on the characteristics, progression, and management of certain diseases. So you need to have a well-established platform because there's going to be a litany of surveys and checkups. It's not just going to be a one and done type scenario. You're going to need to continue to re-up and recheck in on these patients as they progress through life to see if something develops or all that kind of stuff. Like, you can't just do a one checkup and go. So there needs to be a platform that they can come to and revisit. Our second case study delves into the role played by the Data Lake in the creation of a rare disease registry that will be established in Poland in 2024. So this year, this is going to be launching this year, which is amazing. The objective, the primary goal of this initiative is to establish a patient-centric registry for rare diseases. This registry is a collaborative effort supported by the consortium comprising clinical experts, patient advocacy groups, Data Lake as technology company, and healthcare providers. So there is more than just one company in this partnership, which is probably why I had a hard time finding it. Now, we've kind of established a lot of the different reasons why Data Lake is a good component for this partnership, why I believe that they are the perfect company for this partnership to create a registry for rare diseases. They go through a lot of it. They have the patient-centric approach. You have to really get consent. Consentify is the perfect name for it. You really need to make sure that the patients are being looked out for because, again, we've already talked about it a bunch of times. Informed consent process, the data collection. There is no safer way to store anyone's data than on blockchain, than through vaults on chain. Like data collection on the blockchain or the block DAG, whatever the hell you want to use. Data collection on chain is the way of the future. And so obviously having a patient data on chain is perfect. Privacy and security measures kind of goes hand in hand with the data collection strategy. Engagement and education, all these things makes the most sense for Data Lake. Now, these are the top 15 pharmaceutical companies. I don't know why they lied to me and said top 10 and then showed me 15, even more than 15. These are the top pharmaceutical companies globally speaking, so odds are it's one of these on the list. I went through and searched through each of them briefly, which is why it took me an hour to find if they had any news launching. I'm sure if somebody was to dedicate hours and hours of their time, they could probably find it, but ultimately, I think I have better things to do than find exactly what pharmaceutical company Data Lake is partnering with. I'm excited nonetheless because it onboards new users. Again, we talked about it at the beginning of this, and if you like this type of video, please hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notification bell because I go live Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is a huge partnership. It onboards new users into Data Lake's ecosystem. And where Data Lake is one of the leaders for the decentralized science movement, it allows for there to be a higher degree of recognition for the entire industry. The entire decentralized science industry, every single time one of these projects gets a partnership, one of these companies expands their use case, expands more into the traditional media news stream, the traditional science news stream, a rising tide lifts all boats. Every single project is going to benefit from Data Lake building out something like this. And that goes for every single partnership that all the Desci projects make. So shout out Data Lake. Hell yeah, your time's your most valuable asset. Hopefully this was worth investing it into, and I will see you guys in the next video.